Hello and welcome. In this episode, we're going to talk about how to record yourself. Top 10 tips for RootsTech presenters. Now, you may be saying to yourself, oh, I'm not a RootsTech presenter. Am I going to get anything out of this? Absolutely. Anybody who is presenting online, recording themselves, using Zoom, using any sort of technology to take their voice and their message and their impact out to the world, I think you'll get something out of it. So with that, let's get started. Hi, I'm Scott Wilhite, the Record Yourself video coach. Now you may be wondering, okay, why is he doing an episode specifically for RootsTech? Well, a few reasons. First of all, this year is the first year ever RootsTech has gone totally virtual. And they have 250 speakers who, have to present themselves, record themselves. And before they would come on stage and they would have all these AV people who would do all the behind the scenes stuff, and now they have to record themselves, and it might be kind of terrifying for them. So I want to help them out. But also, I'm a RootsTech presenter myself, and I have learned to record myself, and so I am sharing the things that I have learned with them and with you. Now, if you haven't heard of RootsTech, absolutely amazing. So this year is the first time ever they've gone full virtual. It's also the first time ever it's free. So in 2021, it's free. Right now, they have 160,000 people signed up for this. What an amazing movement. So if you haven't signed up, go there, sign up there. And then also, you might be interested that I am speaking myself. So I've got a class there. It is on Your Story Deserves to Be Told. And I hope you join me. I hope you come to my class. Now, if you are somebody who is already committed, you have a message, you have an impact that you want to create in the world, and you know that video is the most powerful tool to get your message out there and to a broad, wide audience, you may be interested in this channel, in this show. So make sure you hit subscribe, make sure you hit the bell, and that way you'll be notified whenever a new video comes out. Also, if you're completely committed and you want to go from your vision to your video, your finished video in just 5 days, you may be interested in my Quick Start course. So it's a Quick Start challenge. Go to scottwilhite.com/quickstart and you can enroll in that. So let's get started on the top 10 tips for RootsTech presenters. Number 10, remember who's cheering for you. Okay, now this is super important because you probably have that little devil on your shoulder that is just whispering all these negative things in your ear, that you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, and they're nitpicking all these things that you don't like about yourself. And it's that perfectionism, it's that fear of being judged that keeps us from getting up and presenting our message well. But you gotta get out, you gotta turn the spotlight from off of you onto your audience and think about it through their eyes. Are they going to come to your class hoping that you fail? Are they going to come to your class hoping that you fall down and that you make a fool of yourself? No, they are cheering for you. They want you to be fantastic. Think about this video. Why did you click on this? Did you click on it going, oh boy, I really hope I'm bored? No, you were going, I hope he's got great insight. I hope I can learn something. I hope that there is value that I can receive. So if you look at it from your audience's point of view, they want to be inspired. They want you to be successful, and they are cheering for you. So that is number 10. Fire the inner critic and remember who's cheering for you. Number 9, do a camera test. In the professional film and video world, this is something that we do in advance of shoot day. So it's a low stress day when we just try out a few cameras, we try out a few locations, and we see what works. So does this work? How about this? Is this better? What about this? Or maybe this is better. I don't know. I think nope on this one. No. That's not bad. I'd say here is a hard no. This is kind of fun, but I think before the day of shooting, I'd want to move the lamp. Ooh, I like the simplicity here. That's nice. Number 8, lighting. Lighting is huge. There's a reason they say lights, camera, action, right? We are children of light. We crave light. We want to be able to see it in our eyes. So with just a small little pivot, do something like that. Hey, that's a lot better, right? Oh, I like that. And then if we added on just a little lamp here, ooh. That's even better. So adding just a little bit of light enhances the image so much better. See what you could do to plan to use more light in your show. Okay, number 7, plan your location. Okay, you get to choose where you're going to shoot. And you may be limited by what's in your house or what's in your office, but you get to choose the angle. You get to pick the location. Now, in filmmaking, they say location, location, location. Really, it is so important. You get to choose what that looks like. Think about what subliminally is going on behind you. What kind of message do you want to portray? You may find it better to just have nothing behind you and keep it super simple. But choose that location so that it resonates and supports the message that you want to share. Here's an example of a background mistake I see quite a lot. People love to show their wall of knowledge. Hey, I've read all these books. I'm super smart, right? But what really is happening here is you are reading the books behind me, or maybe you're distracted by the images looking at you. I have now brought in this world of distraction to you and messed up the connection between me and the message. So be careful about your backgrounds. Edit out anything that could be a distraction. Use your background as a way to further your message and not detract from it. Now, I will share one important thing. When you choose your background, do not use a virtual background. Oh, that is the absolute worst. And I know that they have professional looking ones, but there's always some little thing that gives it away so that you know that the background behind the person is fake. And what that happens is it reflects on the person in front. It reflects on the speaker. Suddenly, everything that they're saying has kind of a twinge of fakeness and falseness, and there's a level of mistrust that you have now introduced in by having a virtual background. I know they're recommended by other people, but I just got to tell you, it's not the way to go. The opportunity that you have right now is to connect with people. You're recording yourself. You're doing this unprofessionally. This is you out in front of the world. And if you show up with things that are obviously fake, it's going to lend to a lot of mistrust throughout. So stay away from those virtual backgrounds. All right, eye contact, very important. This is your opportunity to connect with your audience. Now, I've gone to a lot of public speaking seminars and things, and they teach you to share one message, to speak to one person at a time. Okay, so you share a story and you really make sure the end of it lands there, and then you have the next piece that you want to share, and you find another person in the audience, and then there's another one. You kind of use the whole room so that everyone feels that you've given quality time to everybody. That doesn't work that way when you are presenting online. You have all of your audience in the same space. And so you want to make sure that you have appropriate eye contact with them. Look directly in the center of the camera. Smile. Think of them as a friend. Now, here's a little pro tip that some people do, and I used to do this quite a lot. When I would first record myself and I was so self-conscious getting in front of the camera instead of behind the camera, I used to keep a picture of my wife and I would have it right next to the camera. Some people you can make it as simple as a sticky note. You can just write the person's name. But as you put it right there next to the camera, not obscuring it, but right next to it, that can remind you. You don't want to look at that. You want to look right at the center of the camera, but you want to focus on the person that you think would be the ideal audience member who really needs the message you have to share. Keep that eye contact and you will make that connection with your audience. Number 5, use a good microphone. They say half of what we see is what we hear, but it's actually not that even. See, if you're watching something and it has horrible video quality, well, you'll kind of tolerate it because you can kind of get distracted with other things. But if it's got scratchy audio, there's no stopping the pain. The only way that you can stop the pain is to turn it off. Here's an example of a bad microphone. Notice the scratchiness you hear as my head turns and the microphone rubs against my clothing. This is awful. So do what you can to get a good microphone. If you don't have access to one, borrow one. See if you've got a friend that's got one. And if you absolutely can't get a good microphone, make sure that you are standing close enough that you are nice and clear. And don't let your computer get super hot and super heated up to where the fan is blowing, because that will also distract. Audio is one of those things that is a gift to your audience. Do what you can to give them the best audio quality possible. Take 2. Okay, if you're not liking how it's coming across, just If you're not liking how it's coming across, just do it again. You can do it as many times as possible. In the video recording world, we do take 2, take 3, take 17 all the time until we get the performance just right. Don't stress over getting perfection though. I just got to tell you this, but also you don't have to settle for the first take. You don't have to be a one-take wonder. If you make a mistake or if you record the whole thing and aren't quite happy with how it comes across, hey, you have an opportunity to record it yourself because you did it the first time. Number 3, stand up. When you watch yourself back on video, you're going to find out, oh, I just really didn't have energy, because for some reason it just takes our energy down. But if you want an easy trick to add energy to your performance, just stand up. Whenever I record people for their voice track, I always have them stand because it just has more fun energy that gets out there for the audience. All right, number 2, you are the director. You are the most important person on the set, right? You're the one that says, okay, roll camera, roll sound. You're the one that says lights, camera, action. You are the one that says cut. You're the one that says, that wasn't quite right. Let's do it again. You get to make all of the creative decisions, and you get to decide when it is at the quality that you want. It's an awesome opportunity for you to be able to make sure that the message you have comes out to the people that you want most to get it. And number 1, be yourself. That is the most important thing you can possibly do right now to connect with your audience. Okay, I know we struggle with perfectionism. I know we want to look flawless. Yeah, I know that we worry about people judging us. We have to realize that people crave connection with real, authentic, genuine people. This is an opportunity like none other in the world, where you can record yourself and you can get in front of an audience and people are not expecting perfection, but they love it when you show up real, genuine, and authentic. So I'm a filmmaker. Sometimes we create original score music for the videos and the films that we do. And the interesting thing is computers can sample any sort of note, any sort of instrument, and they can play it back absolutely perfectly. And the human ear hates this because we listen to it and there's just something that sounds false about it, something that sounds fake. It is too perfect. We don't like perfection. We connect with the imperfection because it resonates with us. It's like us, right? So when you have this opportunity to record yourself, you are going to have some mistakes. And just show up with those mistakes, warts and all. Do the best you can, but that's how people are going to connect with you. Now, if you are committed and want to get better, make sure you subscribe to this channel. And if you'd like to take my quick start challenge, you could go from your vision to your finished video in just a matter of days. You can find that at scottwilhite.com/quickstart. Okay, so I so hope that these tips and tricks help you to present yourself online, present yourself like a filmmaker. And I gotta tell you, you have this amazing opportunity right now to speak to 160,000 plus people all over the world to share a message that is so important. I love family. I love the connections that come there. And I love this quote by Alex Haley, the author of Roots. He said, in every conceivable manner, the family is linked to our past, bridge to our future. You are doing a great work. I am among the tens of thousands of people who are standing up, excited to come to your class, excited to cheer you on, and who wants you to succeed. If you're a heart-centered person who wants to make a difference in the world, video is the way to do it. I'm happy to help you get started. Click right here to take my Quick Start Challenge, and you can get started today.